Coming up, we'll see the debut of Julio Jones as a Titan. But Tennessee hosts a dangerous Cardinals offense that can take flight at any time. Find out who has the better aerial attack next.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Again, everyone, Brandon Garden, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wide out. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. From the 6. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee. And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he'd thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too. And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the red zone now, Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone. And remember, that was done without any real nap of how to do it. the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League.
So when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down, Murray. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They felt they have the advantage. They felt they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 19. Murray's going to keep it again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing now is Murray. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
42 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be. And
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. Play fake. Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Murray a give. This is Connor. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And it's second down. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Firkser, and he makes a smooth catch there.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time, he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything.
Throwing again is Tannehill.
A slant to Jones.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second and 2.
Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He dumps it off for Henry. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion. to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this, week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing again, Murray. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And one more time, here's Kirk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Shotgun now for Murray.
Open man Green, he's got it. Touchdown Arizona.
A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll head down to Orlando. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. On the counter, it's Connor. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. Green brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Running from the gun with Henry. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, 41 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Flush to his right, and he is into the end zone to put the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Just 19 sacks as a team last year, the 3rd lowest in the NFL. Yet this team still made the playoffs. With better pass rush as we just saw there, this team could have a longer stay as they seek a Super Bowl title.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. That's taken in by Folkser. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. It's in 3rd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Prater on to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. A check down here for Henry. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been fourth down.
Exactly.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. 2020
wasn't the year that Chandler Jones would normally have because of a biceps injury. Only 1 sack in the 5 games played, but he had 17 sacks in 2017, 19 in 2019. Let's play some numerology here. Can he have 21 in 2021?
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. McCann's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Murray from midfield. And that's complete. It's Green here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Murray to air it out again. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Throwing on first down is Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd and goal, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Henry. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Three yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Tannehill to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Pushing his way through. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Working with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Titans are going to win the football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Titans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.